Dillon v. Gloss, 256 U.S. 368, 1921, was a case in which the Supreme Court of the United States held that under the authority given it by Article V of the Constitution, Congress, when proposing a constitutional amendment, may fix a definite period for its ratification, and further, that the reasonableness of the 7-year period, fixed by Congress in the resolution proposing the 18th Amendment is beyond question. Additionally, the Court, upon taking judicial notice that the 18th Amendment became a part of the Constitution on January 16, 1919, when its ratification in the state legislatures was consummated, held that the National Prohibition Act, known informally as the Volstead Act, entered into force on January 16, 1920. Background: Dillon had been arrested pursuant to the National Prohibition Act, Title II, 3, and was in custody under 26. He was denied his petition for a writ of habeas corpus, and appealed the denial. Dillon claimed that the 18th Amendment, which Title II of the Act was adopted to enforce, was invalid, because the Congress, in declaring that it should be inoperative unless ratified within 7 years, had acted outside its constitutional authority, and, secondly, that, in any event, the law he was charged with violating, and under which he was arrested, had not gone into effect at the time of the asserted violation nor at the time of his arrest on January 17, 1920. Syllabus: Article V of the Constitution implies that amendments submitted thereunder must be ratified, if at all, within some reasonable time after their proposal. Under Article V, Congress, in proposing an amendment, may fix a reasonable time for its ratification. The period of 7 years, fixed by Congress in the resolution proposing the 18th Amendment, was reasonable. The 18th Amendment became a part of the Constitution on January 16, 1919, when, as the Court notices judicially, its ratification in the state legislatures was consummated, not on January 29, 1919, when the ratification was proclaimed by the Secretary of State. As the 18th Amendment, by its own terms, was to go into effect 1 year after being ratified, 3 and 26, Title II, of the National Prohibition Act, which, by 21, Title III, were to be in force from and after the effective date of the amendment, were in force on January 16, 1920. p. 256 U.S. 376. The lower court's ruling was upheld.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.